Everyone is unique. Nobody has the same story as me, and nobody else has the same story as you. So, I want to know what it's like to be you. A same-sex parent is a parent who identifies as gay, lesbian, or bisexual. And research shows that around 33% of lesbians and 11% of gay men are parents. So, what's it like living with a same-sex parent?
Hi, I'm Adara and I'm 14 years old.
I'm Jesse and I am 13 years old.
And I'm Jules and I am 9 years old. Hi, my name is Tira. I'm 10 years old.
I live with my two dads, Dad John, Poppy Dennis.
My mum is bisexual and my dad, pretty sure, from what I know, is straight.
We have two mums. Two lesbian mums, not like stepmoms.
They're very kind and loving.
I'm lucky because I have two dads and they took me under their wings and they looked after me.
My mum is really smart. She works in IT because she's a nerd. She's an amazing mum, to be honest.
In my family, I've got my mum, my other mum, Sarah, Helen, my two mums, and then I've got me. That's in my family. I used to have a blue-tongued lizard though, but he escaped. What I think a family is probably who you love and who you care for.
Just because they're not biologically related to you doesn't mean that they can't be family.
The general reaction when I tell someone that I have lesbian parents is, what's a lesbian?
The way when people react when I tell them I've got two mums, they don't really mind. They don't really care. They just think, oh cool, it's just somebody else with same-sex parents, it's fine.
I just get flooded with questions, really. Like, what is it like?
No, I don't have a stepmom.
Is it funny?
No, I don't have a dad.
Is it different with same-sex parents?
Did your dad die? No, I don't have a dad. I've never had a dad. I never will have a dad.
I feel like you can ask a question, but if they don't want to respond, don't keep asking the question. Also, there is Google.
When people find out that I have two dads, they question a lot about their relationship, and I have to really think about whether they're good friends or not, because sometimes if people find out, they can use this against you, and it's really hard to make sure not to tell the right people and not tell the right people.
Usually about once during my average day at school, somebody walks up to me when I'm doing anything and says, how come you don't have a dad? It's so annoying.
I reckon it's because they're afraid of difference. They haven't grown up being encouraged to be different, and they're afraid of difference.
I think that the fact that same-sex marriage isn't legal in Australia, just stupid.
Our parents can't get legally married in the country. We shouldn't really even be talking about this. It's the dumbest debate of all time.
I think it's silly. I think they should get married. They love each other. They should get married.
Put yourself in our shoes. How would you feel if the government had to decide whether your parents could or couldn't get married? It's the silliest thing that I've ever heard.
It's not fair.
I think it's really annoying. It's really dumb.
Rights for people who cannot change who they are, that should not have to be fought for.
I'm probably going to be 20 by the time they're allowed to get married, so yeah, that would really annoy me.
There's nothing wrong with our families. The only thing different is that we have either 2 mums or 2 dads. They still love their children. They still care for their children. They're still a family. Love makes a family.
My parents are same sex, but we're still a normal family, and I think people should still treat us like that.
What it's like to have a mum who's bisexual, it's no different from another mum. It's just a mum who happens to like both males and females, but that's about it.
Gay and lesbian families are just the same as every other family out there. It's just that we're just that teensy bit different. That if you see us in a supermarket, you won't even notice, and if you do, you barely even care. I don't think it makes any difference if it's a man, a woman, or 2 men, or 2 women. Love is love. You can't change that. So it's kind of empowering that I have 2 mums, that I'm different. I have something to talk about.
Honestly, I look up to my mum, and I know that's probably really cheesy and like cliche and stuff, but I look up to my mum because she has like so much knowledge and like kindness that I aspire to have when I'm older. So
Yeah, I like having 2 mums. It's a great family. They're fun, they're loving.
My parents make me feel happy and always make me laugh.
What I'd say to somebody who thought same-sex parents was weird, I'd say, mate, it's my life. You can just get on with yours. I don't really mind what you think about my family. All I know is that you're wrong and I'm right. That's what I'd probably say.